Hello, it's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna be doing this small Booktuber tag. It's been a long time since I've done it, and I figured I probably have more subscribers now, so I figured I'd do it again. Maybe get some more visibility on my channel. Um, there's only 6 questions really. The 7th one's mostly just tag others, so it shouldn't be too long. So let's get into it. Number 1 is introduce yourself. I'm Johara. I mostly talk about fantasy books. Um, and I'm really into indie books, so I do a lot of those. I usually do not do reviews unless I'm doing reviews on indie books to try to help promote them. But I'm big on fantasy. That's my main thing. Every so often I'll read something that's not and really enjoy it, but for the most part it's fantasy. I'm also a writer, so sometimes I talk about that. I also do some author tube. I do some writing vlogs. I do some things where I talk about my books or try to promote them, or just read snippets, which I have a couple videos I have filmed but not yet uploaded where I'm reading snippets of a couple of my books. So those will be out soon-ish, probably after this video. To be honest, I want to get this one out as soon as possible. Um, Question 2 is how long have you been on BookTube? I have no idea, but I know it's been years. I know it's been years. Honestly, I think it's been like 2019, 2020, around then. So yeah, like 3 or 4 years, I'd say. Feels longer, to be honest. Um, Question 3: what type of videos do you make? Um, well, I said I don't usually do reviews except for indie books to help promote those, cause let's see. I do blogs, both reading and writing blogs. Like I said, I want to do more where I'm reading snippets of my books, so I hope to get some more of those out. Um, I do wrap ups and TBRs most months. Every so often I might skip a month if I didn't end up not being able to read that much that month. Or sometimes there have been a few times where I combined wrap ups and TBRs. If I didn't read that much, I'll just throw it in with like the TBR. Um, Yeah, I'd say I do have this new series I want to start um where I'm gonna be doing like these. I saw this post a while back and it was like, why don't books have awards like best MC, best this, best that? And so I will actually want to start a series on my video, which I already have started planning it. I just haven't actually started filming any of the videos, but I will soon-ish. Where I basically do that. One video will be best MC, and I will decide whichever MCs I think is the best, but these will only be my opinion, so definitely don't hold me on these. These are not the official winners of each category or whatever, but each video will be a different category. Like best MC, I'll choose several MCs that I really like: Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Khalid, Nicholas Flamel, just a bunch of MCs that I really like, and then I will talk about each character, and then by the end I will decide which one I think is the best for this category and have them win. But like I said, these will all be based on my opinions. So they're not the official winners of anything. They're just something fun that I want to do. So I'm going to be doing those soonish. So definitely look forward to those videos. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to start doing those. I'm still planning them. So I'm hoping in the next few months to start getting those out. So, yeah. And okay, so question 5 is what type of books do you read? Like I said, I mostly read fantasy is my favorite genre by far. Um, with TV, I branch out more, and but with books, I mostly read fantasy. Uh, one of my favorite series is Secrets, though, which I consider having a fantasy element, with one of the characters being a shapeshifter, but that's the only fantasy thing in the series. For the most part, I consider it adventure and action because there's a lot of adventure and there's also several action sequences. So, um, and I did read an indie series which is horror, which I absolutely loved. One of my favorite reads of last year. That video will be coming out as well. Best reads of 2023. I filmed this, still haven't gotten it out. I want to get it out pretty soon, considering it's already the 1st of February. But, anyways, moving on. um, and there's a couple other books I want to read. Like, I did start reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is mystery, because after fantasy, my favorite genres would be horror and mystery, to be honest. I love a good horror and mystery, mostly on TV, though. But I want to try to get a little bit into them books. Fantasy will obviously always be my favorite, and it's probably going to be the most of what I read for the rest of my life, to be honest. It's always been that way, probably always will be, but I do love horror and mystery and want to try to get a little bit more into that when it comes to books. Um, so yeah. And one thing I've noticed is that my favorite series tend to be ones that focus more on friendship than romance. I I didn't even notice that for the longest time, and I was like, wow, no wonder these couple series that are my favorites that have seem to have nothing in common are my favorites because they focus on friendship. Seekers, Harry Potter, uh, Monster High Girlfriends. I think there's like zero romance in that really. I mean, Rochelle has a crush on Deuce, but that's about it romance on that. There's um, Six of Crows, which does obviously have romance, but it also is very big on the friendship between the crows. Same with Percy Jackson. There's obviously romance with Percy and Annabeth, but there's obviously friendship when it comes to like Percy and Grover and stuff. Um, and these are series that either friendship's more important than the romance, or the friendship and romance are like on the same level, which I feel like that's not on very often um, in anything, media, books, whatever, which I think they should be, which is why even though I have romance in a lot of mine, the friendship is usually just as important, if not more important. Because I feel like friendship should be on the same high ground as romance. So should family relationships. Um, I do think romance is a bit overrated, but that may be my aromantic part of talking. um, but yeah, um, like Seekers and Harry Potter. I thought that they're like tied for my favorite series, and I was like, there's nothing in common between the two of these, so why do I like them? Until I realized that the main characters all start pretty little, then you watch them grow up throughout the course of the books, and once they start to get to the certain age, romance is introduced. But the friendship between the main characters are still more important than the romance that has been introduced, um, which I really like on both of them because I feel like that is not that just doesn't happen very often. Um, Question 6. What's your favorite video you've made? That is hard because I made a lot of videos. I don't even remember all the videos I made, to be honest. Um, so I don't know if I have a favorite video just because I have so many. I can't even think off the top of my head of any specific videos I've done except for like vlogs or TBRs and wrap ups. So I don't have an answer for that. I am, like I said, very excited for this book award video series I have coming out. I do have a series that I have started. I think I've only done 2 videos for it though, and I want to bring it back, which is what I call my highlight series, which is where I highlight an underrated book, a book I never hear talked about, but a book series that I love. I've done it, I think 2 videos on it. The first, both on Seekers. One is on the first arc of Seekers, and one is on the second arc of Seekers because I didn't want to do them both because that's 12 books, and the video will probably be way too long if I try to talk about all 12 books. So I just did 6 books in one video and 6 books in the other. But I do want to bring that back because that was a while ago, and I absolutely love doing that. Maybe I'm a little biased because I love beginning to talk about Seekers for an entire video because it's so underrated and I have nobody to talk to about Seekers, and it sucks. Um, so I want to bring that back this year as well, and because I consider myself big on reading underrated books because all the books I love to read, except for Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and Six of Crows, I think those are the only ones that are not underrated. They are very much not overhyped, but like get the right amount of hype because they're all amazing. Um, but most of my other favorite series are very very underrated and not talked about. Not on Book Talk, not on Booktube, nowhere. Like, it is very hard to find fans of these series, I feel. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong circles, I don't know. So, I do want to bring back that series so I can talk more about some of these series that I consider underrated. Because I never hear anyone talk about them. Because there's several series that I do love. There's the Skinjacker trilogy, there's the Effigy trilogy, Bewitched and Oz duology, Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel, all these books that are so amazing and just do not get any love whatsoever, and I want to bring some more love into them. Um, so yeah, uh, so those videos were great to film. I loved getting the chance to really talk about Seekers because I love Seekers. Now, 7, tag 4 small booktube channels. So I decided to tag Robin from the Book Wormhole, Lee from Dark Roots Creation, Jessica from Lady Loves That Reads, and Tiffany from the Book Skeptic. Um, So please like, subscribe, and comment your answers, or you can do this video too if you wanna. And I will chat with you guys below in the comments. Until next time.